is an honor for all Malaysians and peace-loving people of the world who believe in justice, in peace, and accept humbly. Thank you very much, Datuk Kono. I didn't realize you surprised me with this. But it is, of course, a rare honor. And it would be taken as a major challenge for us to live to the aspirations of this great university, and more so to embark upon a journey which is very critical for mankind. We have lost the sense of honor, dignity, human values, and respect. And it is a challenge mainly to the young to do our utmost to assimilate knowledge, imbibe the know-how, the new disciplines of digital transformation and artificial intelligence, and the need to transform our societies through energy transition. At the same time, imbibe ourselves with strong values. The Russians talk about the Russian soul. And it is very consistent with our Madani framework. Yes, we have to affect change. We are living in unprecedented times. The pace of change is fast and unprecedented. The new technology demands us to be more creative and human beings to be more ingenious. But we should never lose our soul of dignity, of human values, and respect for one another, of different creed, different cultures and civilizations. Incidentally, I had a great meeting with President Vladimir Putin. We are here on his invitation with my colleagues, and exchanges from a very important international leader to a relatively smaller country in Asean. But we accorded the sense of respect, of equality in the level of comfort. And this is what needs to be promoted in the world. We don't believe in unilateral decisions and display of power and arrogance. We need to showcase that every community, every country, big or small, rich or poor, must be given the respect and recognition. I therefore take this opportunity in this great university, MGIMO, to thank the President and the people of Russia for that sense of recognition and respect, and the belief that we have to work together. We can only work together if we do respect the differences. In all my years, from the days I was a student and the many years I spent in prison, I took a lot of time and interest in reading all the great works of Russian thinkers and literary giants. Yesterday at the Metropole Hotel, I was in the Chekhov room. And then going there, I saw the Turgenev room and Tolstoy. And for the information of Rector, I must say that we have also encouraged our translation bureau to translate some of these great works. Where else can you find a country with such culture and tradition able to produce remarkable, phenomenal work of literature, of understanding human strength, depravity, tragedy, and humanity at large? I mean, reading the works of Dostoevsky, Chekhov, Tolstoy, Pasternak, the poems of Anna Akhmatova, etc., would enrich not only the soul of Russia, but the soul of humanity, which is now terribly lacking. And this is consistent what we talked about polylogue among civilizations. How do you serve the world without any attempt to understand one another, of thinking that you represent the best and therefore tend to be condescending towards the rest? So, polylogue among civilizations is not about erasing other cultures or distinctions. It's about recognizing the strength of one another. That's why I used to say, these post-normal times, often we ignore the importance of these values, intrinsic values of humanity, of justice, of respect. Even how we look at the issues in the world today. You find, for example, utter devastation of Gaza, with hardly any effort to redeem the problems. And you can see, for example, the debate when you talk about how do you deal with Ukraine and you deal with Gaza. You see, this contradiction is unacceptable. That is why I say in my remarks, I say, how is it that 2 killed in Ukraine is a disaster and 40,000 killed in Gaza is a mistake? So this contradiction must end. I told President Putin that we look forward to this success of these negotiations taking place in Istanbul today. And we support all efforts, initiative to resolve this amicably and peacefully. No country should be used to support design of others. We have to have the patience to deal with it.